welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a follow-on video from my previous one where I shared loads of our tips and tricks on how we have managed to save big when it comes to booking our family holiday to Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. In my last video, I shared how we have literally saved thousands of pounds when booking our flights and accommodation and Disney park tickets. I had such a good response in my previous video of people saying it was such a useful and helpful, informative video. So I'm going to link it down below in my description box. So if you haven't watched it and really want to watch it to see how you can save money when planning your family holiday to Walt Disney World, then it's definitely worth a watch because there are quite a few different ways of thinking how you can go about booking different aspects of your holiday, which will honestly save you so much money. So we are going to Walt Disney World this February half term, so literally just in a couple of days. We are working with attractiontickets.com to create content to show how we are budgeting for our family holiday and what little changes we are making along the way to save so much money. Like I've already mentioned in my previous video, I shared our tips on how we have saved money through booking our flights, our accommodation and our Disney park tickets. So in this video, I'm just going to focus mainly on how we can save even further whilst out in Orlando and whilst also visiting all of the Disney parks. Budgets can sometimes be really tricky to stick to when you're on a family holiday, so I really do hope that some of the tips I'm sharing with you today are going to be ones that you haven't thought of before. We have a £6,000 budget for our holiday to Walt Disney World, but this has to cover absolutely every single aspect of our holiday. So far we have spent £3,930 on our flights, accommodation and Disney park tickets. So we have £2,070 left over to cover all our food, our transfers, our airport parking, our transport over in Florida, our souvenirs and all of our spending money too. So the first thing we booked after our flights, accommodation and our Disney park tickets was our airport parking. So because our flight is at 7:30 a.m. from Heathrow, we decided to look at airport parking, which also included a hotel stay for the night before. So for us to just have the airport parking, it would have cost us £115, but we found an amazing offer for £165, which included your airport parking plus the night before in the hotel. The hotel is literally a 2-minute walk from the terminal, so it just cuts down time so much in the morning before we need to leave for our flight. And because we have got 2 young kids, we just thought that extra £50 that we are spending in the hotel is going to take so much stress out of our travelling day. We have also filled out and paid for our ESTAs, which as a UK traveller you have to do by law to enter into the USA. For each one of us it was £9 per traveller, which totalled £36 out of our budget. So now what I wanted to do was show you what we've already prepped and purchased while we are still here in the UK to save money when we get to Orlando. Right, so the first thing we bought was a Dine for Less card, and we got this from attractiontickets.com. The card was £12 and it covers a family of up to 4 people. This card offers discounts at over 130 restaurants in Orlando. The discounts range from restaurant to restaurant and go up to 25% of your entire food portion of your bill. This means that the card effectively pays for itself after just 2 meals. What I thought was really great about this Dine for Less card is that instead of carrying around different coupons and trying to find different discount codes on your phone, everything is all in one place on this card. So like I said, it covers over 130 restaurants around Orlando, so you really do have so much choice when it comes to using this card. So my second tip would be to buy some Disney merch before you go over to Florida. We've already bought the boys, well actually no, and ourselves, merchandise to take out with us, so we don't need to buy as much when we arrive in the Disney parks. I really wanted some mini ears straight away, but I also want to buy some other ones when I get out there because I've seen these rose gold ones that I'm just desperate for, and they don't sell them really anywhere in the UK or they're all out of stock. So that is definitely going to be a purchase when I get to the Disney parks. But I wanted to have some mini ears like already when I get there so I can just wear them on my first day out there. So far we have spent £50 on all of our Disney merchandise that we've bought over here. So we've bought 2 Mickey Mouse tops for the boys, 1 Genie top for Chris. I have got my Minnie Mouse ears. We got our ponchos and we also got the boys a pair of Star Wars pajamas each too. As I mentioned in my last video, we have booked a Disney partner hotel through attractiontickets.com. So if you book a Disney hotel or a Disney partner hotel through attractiontickets.com, they send you out complimentary autograph books for your children. So I would say these are a must when you go to Walt Disney World. I mean, my kids literally cannot wait to meet all of the different characters and get them to sign their books. So it's just a really lovely touch that they add to your booking, and also it's a great money saver as well, because this means that you've already got your autograph books over here in the UK and you don't need to buy them once you get into the Disney parks. My full tip to save money whilst in Walt Disney World, but something you can do whilst you're still in the UK, is to consider doing a Disney character breakfast in your hotel. We are staying in the Wyndham Lake Buena Vista Hotel, which does offer Disney character breakfast. Quite often these can be cheaper and offer more availability than booking it within the Disney parks. My fifth tip, and this can definitely be done while still in the UK and taken out with you, is to pack a mini medical kit. My kids are completely feral and they seem to fall over all the time, and you definitely just don't want to get blisters on your feet and let that ruin your holiday. So my advice would be to pack a little medical kit, put some plasters, some Savlon, some little blister pads in there, and this will completely save the day. Keep it in your backpack around the Disney parks and just whip it out whenever you need it, and that way you also don't need to waste time trying to find the different medical centres around the Disney parks. My sixth tip to save money while still in the UK is, if and only if, I'm not telling you to get a credit card, if you go on holiday and you pay for everything on a credit card, then it's definitely worthwhile to look for a card where you can save money. For example, where they don't charge overseas transaction fees or anything like that. If you can find one that suits you, and if you want to get a credit card or a card that does offer other incentives, then that is something I would highly recommend, because if you can save money on all those different transactions, then it's going to bring the cost of your holiday down substantially. Next, I want to move on to how you can actually save further when you are actually out in Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. My first tip would be to find accommodation which has a little kitchen in it or a fridge, so you can make up some packed lunches and snacks for you to take into the parks with you. On the Disney website, it states that guests are allowed to bring outside food and non-alcoholic drinks into the park, provided they are not in glass containers and do not require heating, reheating, processing, refrigerating, or temperature control. When you enter the Disney parks, just make a cast member aware of any food that you'll be bringing in with you, and as long as it doesn't break any of their rules, then it's absolutely fine to take in with you. The hotel we're staying in has a little refrigerator in our room, so what we will do on the first day when we arrive is we'll find a little local supermarket and we'll go and stock up on like fruit, rolls, crisps, biscuits, things like that, to kind of keep the kids going throughout the day. And I'll take in little packed lunches with me, because my kids just get hungry all the time, and if I don't do that, our budget will literally be gone on day one. Another little tip that I wanted to share with you was I just went onto Amazon and I found this little water bottle pouch. So you can put any water bottle that you have into this pouch and just hang it over your neck for kind of easy access, so the kids can just have a drink whenever they want to. And there are so many different water fountains around the Disney parks for you to refill your water bottle up, which will save you so much money than having to buy all the different sort of plastic bottles as you go around. And it's also going to be saving the environment as well. So like I said, I just got these on Amazon. They were about, I think this was about £4 to buy. So I have just got two. I haven't got one for the boys to carry, because I know they'll probably complain after about 3.5 seconds of having to carry this around their neck. So Chris and I will just carry one water bottle each, and between the four of us we'll just share them and fill them up whenever we need to. Another tip that I wanted to share with you that doesn't actually apply to me because my children are a bit older, but if it applies to you and you need bulky items, then I would definitely consider bringing them over from the UK, or once you get over to Florida, I would go down to a Walmart and just buy a cheap buggy or pram. This works out so much cheaper than having to rent them from the Disney parks every day. Another tip that I would give is that if you can avoid renting a car whilst out in Florida, then I definitely would. There are lots of obviously petrol to pay, there's tolls to pay, and there's also lots of parking charges to pay as well. Uber and taxis work so well out there, which will just cut down costs considerably. If you drive and park in one of the Walt Disney parks, then you can expect to pay around $25 a day for your parking. However, Walt Disney World offers so many different types of complimentary shuttle services around the resort. For example, They offer buses, boats, monorails, and the Disney Sky aerial gondolas too. So you definitely want to take full advantage of all of these different modes of transport whilst going around the Disney parks, because not only are they free, but they also offer such cool views over the whole of the resort. When you are eating out, don't forget to factor the 6% tax which is added to your food bill. And also, if you are at a table service restaurant, then the general rule is to leave a 20% tip too. If you want something a little bit quicker and not table service, then the quick service restaurants at the Disney parks have amazing food. For example, you've got Satu'li's in Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, you've got Woody's Lunchbox at Disney's Hollywood Studio, and you've also got Sunshine Seasons at Epcot. Lunch at these places will come in at around $60, including tax for a family of 4. There are also some great restaurant options at Disney Springs too. So if you wanted to take a packed lunch with you during the day into the Disney parks and then go out for dinner to Disney Springs in the evening, that's a really lovely way to mix up your holiday and make every day a little bit different. Right, I'm going to leave this video here because I feel like I could just go on and on for ages, and I think this video is already quite long, but I really hope I've given you some tips and ideas of how you can save money whilst out on your family holiday in Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. And I hope I've made you think of different things that you may not have thought of previously. Like I said in my other video, I am going to be giving you a full breakdown when I come back from Walt Disney World as to all the expenses that we have incurred whilst planning this holiday, actually going on the holiday, and what we have spent while we're out there as well. And I'm going to let you know if we've managed to do it in the £6,000 budget that we have. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I will definitely be vlogging while we're out there, so keep an eye on my channel so I can show you all the different parks and all the amazing things that you can do while you're there. So like I said, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.